Hey friends, thank you for taking just a minute to check out this video. Hope that it's an encouragement to you. You know, I'm a fourth generation preacher's kid. Those of you who've heard me preach have probably heard me mention that. And I like to tell people it just means I'm 4 times as messed up as most of you. But growing up in the ministry often meant that what other people didn't do, our family was required to do. So being a PK, a preacher's kid, means that you are free labor. The child labor laws do not apply to you because it's not a job, it's ministry, is what we would often hear. This is ministry. But I remember as a kid looking at a lot of the things that we were required to do, from cleaning the church building, and some of those bathrooms were nasty, to picking up the trash that other people left behind, to preparing things for Sunday, all of these different things. And what was intended to be ministry became little more than just a job. It was just a job, and I hated it. And so when we come to church, those of us who've been serving for any length of time sometimes can get bogged down in what we're doing that we forget why we are doing it. And as volunteers, we serve the mission of the church and we serve God on Sundays through participating in different ministries. Not that that's the only time that we serve Him, but it's one of the times that we are a part of something bigger than ourselves. And sometimes it's easy to think that we are being taken advantage of. Sometimes it's easy to believe that what we do is being taken for granted. Sometimes we look at all that we do and we think, you know what, I would rather just go and sit and be a bump on a log pew sitter because I feel like that would cause me to be more refreshed. I want to challenge you that this isn't the case. And for those of you that feel unappreciated, for those of you that feel forgotten, for those of you who have been serving, but it doesn't seem like anyone has been showing you appreciation, I have just the first part of one verse that I want to challenge you with today. Psalm 100 verse 2 says, "Serve the Lord with gladness." Serve the Lord with gladness. I want to take just a second to break this apart. First of all, we find the action. Serve. Serve is what we are commanded to do. It doesn't say serve the Lord if you want to. Serve the Lord if you have time. Serve the Lord in this is an intended command. It's something that we are all required to do. Now, if we were to look at it like that, if we were to look at it like, oh, I've got to do this, then we've missed the mark. Because it's not just about what we do. We can be doing something on the outside but with the wrong heart and still be in disobedience or be dishonorable to God. Who is to serve? Well, you are. I am. We're to serve who? Serve the Lord. I'm not just serving man. I'm not just serving the church. I'm not just serving these people, but I'm serving God through the things that I do. Jesus said that the things we do to the least of these, we've done unto Him, because they are His children just like you and I are. And the things that we do in secret, the things that we do behind the scenes, God has a way and a time of rewarding them openly. So remember that what am I to be doing? I am to be serving. Who am I serving? I'm serving the Lord. How am I serving? I'm serving with gladness. I want to tell you today that ministry was never intended to be a J-O-B. Ministry was intended to be a J-O-Y. Ministry opportunities are not just a job. Ministry opportunities are a joy. They are a privilege. They're an opportunity to serve God by serving the people that He loves most, His creation. Mankind, especially His children. We're supposed to do good to every man, especially those of the household of faith. So I want to challenge you that you are not forgotten. Don't let your labor be in vain. Don't get weary in well-doing, because while man may never see what it is that you and I do, God sees it and He appreciates it. And when we do things with a good heart, with a thankful heart, with a serving, grateful, glad, and cheerful heart, God rewards those things beyond anything that we could ask or think. Ministry is not a job. Ministry is a joy. So as you prepare for your area of service this coming week, remember that it's not something that you have to do. It's something that you get to do. I don't have to do this. I could choose not to, but I get to. I get to be in obedience to God, and I get to serve Him, and I get to see what God will do when I, in obedience and with a right heart, obey what He has commanded me to do. Psalm 100 verse 2, serve the Lord with gladness.